If you are building cybersecurity portfolio projects, do not stop at scripts that only print findings to the terminal. Build something that sounds like real security work, an AI-assisted security risk briefing agent. This is not about replacing analysts or rubber stamping decisions. It is a workflow that takes messy security inputs, adds context, explains the recommendation, and prepares a review packet a human can trust. Here is the real problem. Technical findings, business impact, likely scenarios, recommended actions, and executive-ready summaries usually fails because the information is scattered. One detail lives in a ticket, another lives in a spreadsheet, another lives in a screenshot, policy, scanner, export, or chat thread. If the reviewer has to chase every detail manually, the process slows down and decisions become inconsistent. Start with simple inputs. Your portfolio version does not need enterprise integrations on day one. Use CSV, JSON, or Markdown files that simulate real work. Include the request affected asset or system owner, risk statement, evidence, fields, due date, status, and notes. Then add a second file for context, criticality, internet exposure, department control, owner, known exceptions, or related tickets. The agent should enrich the request before making any recommendation. A low-risk internal tool is different from an internet-facing production system. A short exception with compensating controls is different from an open-ended exception with no owner. The same technical issue can mean different things depending on business criticality, exposure history, and accountability. Make the reasoning explainable. Do not hide the whole decision behind an AI model. Use clear rules first. Add weight if the asset is critical. Add weight if the deadline is expired. Add weight if evidence is missing. Lower risk if there are strong compensating controls. Flag anything with no owner, no expiration date, or no approval trail. The output should explain why the recommendation was made. Now make the output useful. The agent should generate a review packet with the summary, relevant context, risk factors, missing evidence, recommended next action, and a clear approval path. If the recommendation is approved, explain the conditions. If it is reject, explain what is missing. If it is escalate, explain who needs to review it next. This is where the project becomes interview ready. You can say, I built a workflow that ingests security requests, enriches them with business and technical context, applies explainable review logic, creates a structured packet, and keeps a human approval gate before any final decision. That is much stronger than saying I used AI to summarize tickets. The human gate matters. The agent should recommend, not decide. It should say this looks acceptable because the control is temporary, the owner is named, the expiration date is clear, and compensating controls exist. Or it should say this needs escalation because evidence is missing, the risk is high, or the exception has no expiration date. For version 1, keep it small. Create 10 to 20 mock examples. Create a context file. Build a script that loads the inputs, enriches of them, scores or classifies the request, and generates Markdown and JSON review packets. Then add one AI step, turn the structured evidence into a concise analyst summary without inventing facts. The real value is not the model. The value is the workflow around the model inputs, context, rules, explanation, review packets, approval gates, and audit trail. That is what makes this a credible cybersecurity portfolio project. If you want a portfolio project that sounds like real security work, build an AI-assisted security risk briefing agent. Make it explainable. Keep a human in the loop. Show the before and after. If you are finding this content useful, please subscribe, like, and comment.